Okay, in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what Bradley Martyn's gym in LA is doing really, really well, what they're doing really poorly, how fast they're growing compared to their competitors, which competitors are actually kicking their ass right now, and then put all of that data that we get on Google reviews, on website traffic, everything that we have that's publicly available, we're gonna dump it into AI and we're gonna say, based on this data, what do we think that Bradley Martyn is making on a monthly basis, on an annual basis in revenue at his gym Zoo Culture in LA? And there's a lot of really cool things in here. Some of them surprised me. Let's get into the video. How are we gonna do that? Let's look at the Google reviews. Let's go into the details. If you click on the Google review data, we can look at total reviews. So yeah, 24 Hour Fitness has a lot more reviews than they do for their exact niche of gyms in LA. You can see the exact market share of all the reviews that have ever been left for a gym of this caliber in Los Angeles. You can see the percentage they have, about 10%. That's cool, that's total reviews. That's just what you see on Google. If you were to just Google LA influencer gyms, right? You can see all the total reviews. Let's see who's growing the fastest based on the data. So we can see here, 24 Hour Fitness growing incredibly fast. Zoo Culture is really not even growing that fast at all. In the past year, they only have 224 new reviews compared to a lot of these competitors that are getting a ton. I mean, John Reed's getting more, Wi-Fi, or what is that? Will Fit getting more, The Lab getting more. Let's click on it. Let's see what they're actually doing well and what they're doing poorly. So what we do is we get every single review, we copy it, we put it into AI, and we say, based on this data, what does this business do really well? And then what do they do poorly? So we can look into it. So based on all the 5-star reviews, all right, this high quality equipment, there's a strong community and following, obviously because of Bradley Martyn's Instagram, specialized gym environment dedicated to powerlifting, strongmen, potentially less crowded. Let's look at the weaknesses. So we summarized every single 1-star review they've ever gotten. We put into AI and we said, what does this business do bad? There's a cleanliness issue at his gym. There's equipment maintenance reports. There's a high cost for a poor value proposition. That's a really common theme in the 1-star reviews. There's a lot of unprofessional staff. There's some billing issues, recurring complaints about unresolved billing errors and the lack of follow-up. Not great. Questionable credibility. There's some illegal activity. Steroids and drugs have been mentioned in the 1-star reviews. All right, that's cool. Let's look at their competitors to see where their competitors stand. So let's see. This is a big competitor. They got 1,000 new reviews in the past year. Let's see how they're doing. All right, 5th in sentiment, 3rd in growth ranking. And we've got so much more data here as well. Like, for example, we have the website traffic they're getting to the website based on SpyFu data, SEO, where do they rank as far as SEO? See, they've got incredible backlinks, so they're probably ranking really, really high based on the fact they've got so much online presence and news reports. So the backlinks that they're getting to their website are incredible. I mean, they're killing everyone else in SEO, like crushing them, like it's not even a close call. They've got a 376 SEO score, which is really, really impressive. And then we can see business insights. We can look at each one of these. Let's see when they're busy and when they're slow. So if we click on the business, all right, you can kind of see the seasonality. There is a huge breakdown of negative reviews though. I mean, it's like a big percentage. Like their sentiment ranking out of 20 gyms we analyzed in LA, they're 19th, which is really not great. But another cool thing that we do is we get all of this data, like the frequency they're getting reviews, the website traffic, their SEO score, we plug it into AI. And we ask Claude, we say, okay, based on this data, how much revenue do you think that they're making? And then AI gets data from gyms, the franchise disclosure document that's publicly available online, the news reports that are publicly available online about the data that they're getting on the revenues for these different businesses. And it says, based on this data, we assume this business is the biggest, this is the second biggest, this is the third biggest, by this standard deviation. And then based on that data, we can kind of guess what we think the revenue is for those businesses based on all the data that we can find online. Which is really, really cool and it's fun to play with. And obviously it's not 100% accurate, but you can see sort of what you think they might be making, which is fun to do some pocket watching. So let's go in here, let's look at it. Yeah, and Equinox obviously is the one that AI thinks is making the most money. And then 24 Hour Fitness, down to John Reed, The Lab. But Zoo Culture is actually, what is that, 7th? Which is really not bad, but they think they're making about $220,000 a month in revenue, which honestly, that could be pretty accurate. Equinox all the way up to 10 million. And you can see a lot of these smaller gyms are at like $500, $600, $300,000 a year in revenue. If you wanted this tool yourself to play with it, to look at your own business, to do research on businesses that you want to start in the future, you go to localytics.org. It's $17 for your first month, 90% off. Try it out today, localytics.org.